If you're a mountain biker and you lack strength in your upper body to handle deep compressions and drops, etc., make yourself safe and more able on the bike with these attack position, not even a push-up, isometric hold, but dynamic. So what we're doing here is replicating your handlebar position, building strength very specifically for those gnarly downhill sections. Do a set for as many as you can, rest 60 seconds, repeat 3 times, and tell me that doesn't make you the best rider ever. Peace. When training mountain bikers, we like isometric core. That way you can resist rotation and stabilize, linking your upper and lower body together, which helps all things on the bike. So try a plank on your elbows like normal, but add a mega band, which is trying to pull you out of position. This way we get more engagements of the glutes, obliques, and core, and all of that functional midline will help you become a better rider. Fit for Racing now has an app. This is available to download on the App Store or Google Play. It's free for 7 days, so you have no excuse to give this a go and help your riding forever. You're about to start your mountain bike specific workout, but the warm-up says a heart raiser for 5 to 10 minutes. That is boring every time. Try this, chase the pace, to make it a little bit more exciting to get the heart rate up. So the idea here is that you row and you're only allowed to either match the same pace or go faster. The goal is to get as far as you can, but you can only match the pace or go faster. Inevitably, your pace will be super high because it gets quicker by accident, and then once you get down to about 130, once it gets back up to 131, you're out. That's it. First time round, use it as a feeler, do it 2 or 3 times. It's going to be an exciting way to get your heart rate up, ready for some intense work. Hinging. So 90 degrees in the hip, replicating a position on a mountain bike that we want to get stronger, but not just stronger, more powerful. So people say kettlebell swings are great, but quite often the knee comes forwards, engaging the quads. It takes it off the posterior chain. So eliminate that, pick up 2 kettlebells, take a narrow foot position, and hinge and drive. This way we get all the hinge. You're not tempted to push the knees forwards and use your quads like those CrossFit wankers. In the words of the late great Louis Simmons, for mountain bikers, more bands. So the benefit of banded bench for mountain bikers is great. I'm going to explain exactly why. Don't think that this is taking the piss though. This is 2 different setups. So if you can set up with a J-cup at the bottom and around the outside of the barbell, each side, brilliant. If not, and you only have 1 band, wrap it underneath the bench. Make sure that your weight down the back of the bench will come up. And then, when you take the bench off the rack, it's heavy at the top, light at the bottom. So if you have shoulder issues, then this is really good for unloading here, but still getting weight at the top. It encourages more muscle recruitment and speed and power, which ultimately is going to help you stabilize on the bars and make you a better rider. The hinge for mountain biking is so important. So to build this posterior chain with a bit of speed, power, and strength, the Russian kettlebell swing is fantastic. However, if we're getting a little bit closer to riding more or racing, take a banded setup like this and encourage even more speed and power, but less load at the bottom, where it's going to really cause a funky lower back. So sometimes the weight is too heavy to handle here, but not heavy enough to encourage that speed and power growth. Add a band, get faster, get better on the bike. Mountain biking is dangerous on your lower back because of tension. If you feel that tension because you're riding a lot, then loosen up with some functional movements that actually make change rather than just static stretching. These 3 movements will really help. This is a rear foot elevated curtsy squat. With the twisting through will strengthen the outside of your hip, but also loosen your lower back. Once either side. Then moving on to a squat with a knee down touch. So stand to the top and alternate as many as you feel makes your hips loose. You can progress to just doing knees down. And then the third movement, the 90-90 stretch from here, and then unassisted, flipping sides. Be careful you don't get cramp in your hip first time round. If you find it difficult without assistance, then use a band. That keeps you more upright, more tension in the hips, alternating between them 3 times round with that, before, after a workout, or on its own every morning, and your hips are guaranteed to feel fresh as fuck.